produce from our garden. Our first potatoes and beautiful volunteer silver beet. It's going to be 41 degrees Celsius tomorrow, which is really hot. I think it's like 110-ish degrees Fahrenheit. And our water tank isn't working. Well, when I say water tank, I mean the water tank we use for our dam water. So it means that we can't water our veggie patches and we can't water our stock. Well, it's working, but it hasn't got much pressure. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to fix it so that tomorrow morning we can give everything a really good drench and we can make sure that our stock have a ready supply of water.
This morning woke up nice and early and decided to water the veggie patch, and as I started watering, the pressure just got lower and lower and lower and lower until it was pretty much just dripping out the end of the hose, and didn't know what had gone on. I'd pumped up the day prior, so thinking that maybe it was a blockage somewhere. It had somehow sucked up a bit of rubbish or some mud or something. So I went up to the tank and undid one of the taps and saw that there was a bit of water flowing out, but the pressure wasn't amazing. So I had to dig up a couple of lines and just check it in a few sections. And then this afternoon we went down and decided to open up a couple of taps down the bottom and just let it flow for a while, and probably collected about 6 buckets of water. And then as we were collecting the water, just heaps of air started coming out of the lines, and the air just kept coming and coming and coming for about a good 5 minutes, and then finally the pressure picked back up again. So it must have just been a big airlock in the system, and caused a few dramas and lots of wasted time today, which is unfortunate.
So Paul thinks it might be an airlock. The tank was quite low yesterday when we started pumping up, so it could have gotten air in the line, which is why it's doing this. But it could be something else, like a block. And a block means digging a whole lot up, and we don't want to do that. So we had success. It was an airlock. Because we tried to drain the tanks, Paul wanted to put in a new tap in the orchard so we didn't have to run a hose from here all the way there. So we're really happy that that has been fixed, because not having any water for tomorrow would have been a disaster in the garden. For us, it was really important to buy a farm that had a water source, whether it was spring-fed dam or a creek-fed dam, but we needed something other than rainwater and town water. We didn't want town water at all. So when we found this place, they had 2 creeks running through it with 7 dams which catch the water. Of course, we were drawn to that. It's a fantastic resource. Now, we're not allowed to irrigate with this water, and by irrigate we mean like irrigate the pasture, to water the pasture so we have lovely green grass year round. We can't do that. We don't have a pumping license. Some properties do have pumping licenses, but around here it's really hard to get one. And because we're just a hobby farm, we wouldn't get one even if we applied for it. But I wanted to show you the dams. It's hard to see because we've got a band of trees running through the bottom of our property. Now we have these butterfly sections as well, and that's our property as well. But through here with the trees, that's where one of the creeks runs, and that's where the majority of our dams are. There's one here covered in lily pads. There's another one here behind the trees where we pump out of, and then we've got a few more here. We've got an island over here, surrounded by water. And then we've got another creek running through the valley between these 2 paddocks. But that's only a very small dam. But that's enough for us to water our veggie patches and to keep our stock watered. Those dams never run out of water because it's a spring-fed creek. So we're very blessed to have this amount of water that we can use to make sure that we've got good growth in our veggie patch and to make sure our animals always have water. Now, we don't use this water for the house. We could use it for the washing machine or to flush the toilets or to have a shower in, for example, but we've got plenty of rainwater storage to do that. But if we became low later in the season as summer progresses, we could switch over and use dam water in the house too. But I prefer not to. It does stain because it's really high in calcium, which is great for the garden but not so great for all my white fittings.